Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. And yeah, Newcastle United 2, Liverpool 1. This is your Carabao Cup final match reaction. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. We're trying to reach 1K before the end of the season, people. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Bro, I can't lie. I can't lie. I am really happy for Newcastle. I am really, really happy for Newcastle because, as you can see, I'm a West Ham fan. I know what it means when a team hasn't won a trophy in that long and you finally get your hands on it. And I've always felt like I can relate to a Newcastle fan in a sense because when I used to have a conversation with Newcastle fans like a few years ago when it came to a point where they had Mike Ashley, where it was the prime GSB ownership era, and it felt like we had similar problems at the time. They've been more up and down and slightly more than we have in the past recent years, but we have been in the Championship a little bit in the Premier League era as well, especially in the early years. And it felt like both of us could relate to the potential the clubs have, um, and the amount of underachievement and the lack of care from the ownership above. I could just relate to that. And today, I saw one team very, very complacent. Thought they think they could walk through every cup competition, and have lost in all three of them. And I saw another team that learned from their mistakes in the first final, and 2 years later came back and outplayed the eventual champions of this season. And it couldn't have been more deserved. They didn't even I can't say that anyone doesn't deserve to score in a football match, but they didn't deserve. Liverpool didn't deserve a goal at the end. Like Newcastle outplayed them from minute 1 to minute 90. They set the pace, and the way they set the pace to the game, I thought they were going to drop off after that and just lose momentum, and then Liverpool will find their way through it. But Liverpool, especially they were trying to defend well, Newcastle were completely relentless. Like they had no Anthony Gordon, no Sven Botman, no Lewis Hall. I'm definitely missing a few players. They have not invested that much. I don't think they've signed anyone that starts for them in the summer. Courtonali may feel like a new signing because he came back from his ban, but that's it. That's it. So credit to Newcastle, like Eddie Howe. Like you have rightfully been criticised at times, but the job you've done is incredible, incredible. To get this club to where it is right now to compete for Europe and to win a trophy, and they were unlucky not to get in Europe last season because Man United won the FA Cup. So credit to them. And the season before they got Champions League football. And I specifically remember Eddie Howe saying when he confirmed a Champions League football, and I can't remember what game it was. There was a Monday night football where Newcastle confirmed Champions League football. He said it feels weird to be celebrating because I haven't brought any silverware to this club yet. Well, look what you've done now, Eddie Howe. You've brought silverware to Newcastle. And if there's any manager that deserves it, it's him. Because the way he used to get the best out of League One players and Championship players in that Bournemouth side, and he used to be this very attack-minded coach that could adapt, but not adapt too much compared to how he is now. Learned from his mistakes at Bournemouth. The new ownership comes in, gives him another chance at a decent job in Newcastle, being the first managerial appointment of the Saudi ownership. And from that relegation battle season to where they are now, to being very hard to beat, but also relentless in terms of their pressing, getting new signings like Gimaresh and Isak in, which has been fantastic additions to their spine. Tonali, that midfield today of Joel Linton, Gimaresh, and Tonali sums up how much credit Eddie Howe deserves within the era, because Joel Linton, the way he converted him to the centre mid, he brought Gimaresh and Tonali to the team. That's an Eddie Howe midfield. Joe Linton was signed in the same year Sebastian Haller, and we were both talking about our striker flops and all that for 40 million or whatever it was, yeah. But this guy got converted to a centre midfielder, and the spirit he shows, is admirable. They've got leaders in that team as well. The likes of Dan Burn, the likes of Trippier, even Lascelles in the background. Some of these guys may not be the greatest of players at this current moment in time, but look what they've done. Look what they bring to the team, at least, if not on the pitch, off the pitch, to help people actually come out of their shell on the pitch, because this is sensational. This is sensational team spirit. It's really remarkable to see how far this club has come, and yeah, they deserve it. This fan base deserves it as well. This Newcastle fan base deserves it, man. And I don't know how long the trophy drought has been, but I know it's been a long time. I think it's been over 60 years. Please correct me in the comments. But people cannot look down upon this achievement. I dare anyone to tell me that this isn't an achievement, to tell me that a trophy that isn't a pre-season trophy, by the way, that you can win. If you're in a competition, you need to go out and try and win that trophy, especially if it's a cup competition. Not everyone can win the league, but anyone in a one-off game in the cup can win the cup. And this is what non-Big Six teams need to do a lot more, which is why I get frustrated at our own team when we don't put more into the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, because it's very, very winnable. Very, very winnable. And Newcastle have shown it's very winnable by outplaying most of the teams they've played throughout the cup, and then winning it against the eventual champions of this season's Premier League. This is why I demand more from West Ham. And hopefully, for Newcastle's sake, this is the case of this is a start of the new era, or this is just carried on the era of the Saudis, where they can constantly compete for top honours, and hopefully they can invest in the summer and in January's and the PSI issues and all that. They can deal with that, hopefully recover from the issues that Mike Ashley's put them through, when how he used to spend and stuff like that as well. Because they deserve that, man. They deserve that. They've gone through so much. Man. Like, I don't think most fan base will understand, especially if you're a Big Six fan base, maybe Tottenham. But if you're like winning trophies year in, year out, obviously you probably, like, I'm not going to deny everyone has the same euphoria winning a trophy, but I feel like it's a different kind of euphoria if you've not won a trophy for that long. Because there's a lot of that probably nearly every Newcastle fan in that crowd didn't see their last trophy. Which is mad in itself. And I'm hoping all the Newcastle fans have a good night out. Go and get levered. Go and have a pint. More than one. You're probably going to have more than one pint. Try and book off work tomorrow, bruv. I can't lie. Because you're going to be hungover going into work tomorrow. Like, it's mad. And I can't lie. I'm very happy. For them, because I ain't even got anything against Liverpool like that. I'll be real. I've not got anything against Liverpool. I've never had an opinion on them, like positive or negative. I've never really talked about Liverpool as such, just in general. But I wanted Newcastle to win today. And it's for moments like that that keep football alive and keep football authentic the way it's meant to be, where anyone can win anything. And Newcastle are a perfect example of that. But listen, people, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.